In January 2015, a group of students in New Zealand were filming a video at a train station for a class project. The footage recorded wasn't anything out of the ordinary until two figures that looked like a man and a woman wearing creepy masks appeared. The two figures didn't seem to be doing anything, just standing and staring at the students. So the students laughed it off, thinking it was just a prank. That was when the two figures suddenly started moving in weird patterns. One of them climbed on top of a nearby tank and just stood there staring at the students. As they got closer and closer, the students became more wary, as they were now finding it hard to keep their eyes on both the two figures. The students decided to run out of there, and on their way home, they noticed a police helicopter going the very location they were from. On reviewing the footage recorded, the students noticed that one of the figures was holding what looked like a gun, something they didn't notice at the time. Turns out these two were being hunted by the police, and this wasn't their first time terrorizing locals. And if the students hadn't run out of there, things would have ended tragically. On November 30th, 2018, two youth natives were driving through Kenya's roads in the outskirts to avoid traffic on the main road. Everything was fine at the moment until their casual drive turned evil in mere seconds. They encountered a van that had been hijacked by a group of bandits. These were three masked men holding machetes and a handgun. The ambush was planned in an area with rough terrain, making it difficult for travelers to escape when doing more time for the bandits to attack.
Drive forward, crush this.
Just drive forward. Drive forward. Hey!
The dashcam footage recorded shows two men running towards the car. The driver, Brian, quickly caught into the situation and immediately started reversing. He told everyone to close the windows, and as the bandits got closer, Brian switched gears, accelerating forward as machetes struck the body of the car. Multiple shots were fired, but the two managed to escape with their lives. On July 23, 2016, a couple were touring a tiger enclosure in Beijing in their car. A woman got out of the car, irritated by her husband's driving, and decided that she was the one to drive. The CCTV footage recorded shows the woman getting out of the car and moving to the driver's seat. The two argue for some time, but just as she leans to enter the car, a 400-pound tiger emerges, clamping its jaws in the woman's neck, dragging her back into the grass. Her husband is seen getting out of the car shouting, but is stunned as the tiger disappears into the wilderness with his wife. In the back of the car was the woman's mother, who, ignoring all possible dangers, decided to go and follow the tiger. But unknown to everyone was a second tiger that was stalking the road that joined the attack. Luckily, park rangers arrived, blowing horns to try to stop the chaos. But it would go on for another 20 minutes. By the time the tigers were handled, the woman had severe injuries to her neck, but despite all odds, she did manage to survive, though with a permanent facial scarring. Doreen Arbed was an expectant mother who had stayed home alone with her daughter after her husband had gone out. And not long after she had stayed home, she heard a knock on the door. When she went to answer the door, she was confronted by a man wearing a wolf cartoon mask, and in his hands he was holding an 18-inch machete. She screamed at the man, making efforts to escape, but the man struck Doreen's abdomen with a machete, using so much force that blood oozed all over the floors and ceiling. During the entire attack, luckily her daughter was spared. When her husband, Charles, returned, he found the front door unlocked, and on opening it, he was confronted with the corpse of her wife. And gruesomely enough, her left arm was cut off. Her unborn child was forcefully removed and was now on the floor, with the cut dirty. All that was left was blood on the floors, walls, and ceiling, with a grinning jack-o'-lantern on a stool. And their daughter, who was told that if she said anything about the entire incident, the murderer would be coming back to finish the job. The police managed to locate the murderer using a blood trail leading across the pedestrian overpass to William Michael Dennis's neighborhood. He was found bandaging deep cuts on his right arm. In his house, the police were able to find blood-stained clothes, a wolf mask, and a machete matching the description of the murderer. On arresting and questioning the man, he claimed that he was Doreen's ex, and it was later found out that he had drowned his own son and pointed the entire blame to Doreen.